Mr. Dudino is not here with me this episode, but don't fret, he'll be back next week. Today in news, we have Love Week put on by Student Council, Career Day, which was Monday, and a meet and greet from presidential candidate Rick Santorum. With that all said and done, let's start the show. We all like to feel love, right? Well, Love Week has given us a chance to express that love through anonymous notes. We interviewed Student Council President Abby Martin to get more information on this fantastic topic.
All right, can you state your name and what part you had in Love Week?
Hi, I'm Abby Martin, and I'm the student body president of the high school.
All right, first question, what is Love Week?
Love Week is a week that we have every student and staff's name on a heart that we can just put random acts of kindness on a sticky note and put it on their hearts.
Why did you guys decide to do Love Week?
We knew that the school needed some kind of encouragement, and also we just wanted to have an opportunity for each and every student to participate in something that we knew that they'd probably like.
Would you define Love Week as a success or a failure so far?
I think that it's been a great success. It's more people have participated than what we thought would, and it's just been really great so far.
Are you planning to do something differently next year or stay with the same concept as this year?
We'll probably stay with the same concept next year.
If you could describe Love Week in a few words, how would you describe it?
Just great and amazing so far.
Can you name a few pros and cons of Love Week?
There's been lots of pros. We've had lots of people participate and just encourage other students, but there's also been some cons. We've had to monitor the different sticky notes that some people have put up.
Okay. And who has been a great help in Love Week?
Miss Butler, our advisor, has been a great help.
How did she help?
She kind of helped us put everything together and just has been a great encourager and supporter throughout it.
All right. And if you have any advice for people writing their own sticky notes, what would it be?
Just to stay positive and be nice and encourage other students.
Along with Career Day, along with Love Week, we have Career Day on Monday. Career Day helped give students a taste of many different occupations that they were interested in, and also colleges for juniors and seniors. Personally, I want to go to Hogwarts School of Wizardry and get drafted to the Major League Quidditch team, the Boston Knight Riders, but my plans really don't affect anybody but me, so let's talk about someone's plans that do affect someone else's. Presidential candidate Rick Santorum visited Sulphur Springs Tuesday afternoon at the Civic Center to share his plans for the United States' future. Here's some footage from that.
Let me just share maybe the current topic of the day that's certainly on my heart and my mind, what's been going on here the last several days since what happened in France. We talk about two issues. First, probably the one that's on everybody's mind right now is this whole Syrian refugee issue. I will tell you that I took a position months ago, actually more than months ago, when this original crisis began about a year and a half ago. I took the position that we should not be accepting any Syrian refugees. And now you may say, well, that's not very humanitarian of us. I have two principal concerns I want to share with you why I've taken that position and have held to that position, and why I believe others are going to start joining me in this position. Obviously, this has come up in the last 24 hours, so I haven't really been steeped in what the governors can do. I know governors are saying they're not taking them. I don't know what that means, because refugee resettlement is not a state issue, it's a federal issue. And so the federal government can go to local communities, as you know. Many local communities have been not particularly receptive, but have been forced to take refugees. And I suspect there could be some sort of showdown between governors and the president. That's not good for anybody. And I would think that the federal government would always want to put refugees in a place where they're going to be welcome, not where they're not welcome. You're not doing refugees any favor if you're putting them in a community, in a state that says we don't want you.
Our Lady Cats basketball season has started off extremely well. They're currently 3-0 with another home game against Hugo tonight at 6:30. Tuesday night, the boys basketball team played their first away game against Liberty Ilo. Freshman Keyston Willis led the way with 20 points, followed by Garrett Jones and Key Dunn with 16 and 11 points respectively, which gave them exactly what they needed to come out with a win for their first game. We'll see the Wildcats return to action November 24th for their second away game against Wills Point. Also coming up next week is Thanksgiving. It has been a national holiday since 1863 when President Lincoln declared a national day of thanksgiving and praise to our beneficent Father who live in heaven. That's the end of this WNN. Hope you guys have a food-filled Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Remember, it's your news, your life, and our stories.